Welcome to this podcast show today. This is a show for your family and your finance. If you are new to our podcast, I welcome you and thank you for joining NTSL Family of Winners. If you have not already done so, let me encourage you to take a moment out to like and subscribe to the podcast and leave a review whenever you can do so. That action is good for both of us. This will ensure you get an alert when there is a new dose of wisdom on things to do with your family and your finance. This is not a podcast for entertainment. Our podcast is for those seeking and craving obsession for a great change in their life in the areas of family and finance. This is where wisdom lives, because success is 80% wisdom. If you have wisdom, you will have your world under your control. So what is wisdom? Wisdom is all about making critical decisions with your head, using facts and timeless principles. Never use your heart where your emotions and your feeling live, because it is never reliable. When you hear people say that nobody knows tomorrow, what they are telling you is that they have very little wisdom. Those who plan for tomorrow are always ahead in the game of life, and wisdom will help you to see well into the future. So one of the things that we have been talking about in our Joseph Generation Inner Circle meeting in the last 3 years is how to position our family to live in the kingdom of heaven here on earth. The kingdom of heaven is a limitless environment of abundance, without worries and without sorrows. We will continue with this series for about a few years because there is a lot to get through. I am David Eyiangho, your father-led home coach, with a life mission to turn the hearts of the fathers back to their children and back to their wives. Today, we will continue with our series on living the kingdom of heaven lifestyle on earth. On this podcast, we will focus on why the rain is not coming and why your wait will be over by the end of this podcast, because you will know what to do to bring the heavenly rain of blessing over your family. This is a very special podcast for those that are still trapped in their jobs. You see, since the Babylonian times, a job is inherently designed to agitate human spirits. It is like a factory production line until your employment is gone past the sell-by date, either at retirement or whenever your skills are no longer needed. Your job is what you are trained to do. They can take it away any day, but your work is what you are born to do. That is your purpose in life, and no one can take it away from you. It goes with you wherever you go in life. When a human being got fired from their job, the employers fully knows the stress level generated. But business must go on, and For the job owners, it is always a win-win situation for them. If you thought history does not repeat itself, I just want to challenge you to just roll back the clock to the 1950s, when the corporate age began and took over and expanded on the job market, and the human misery continues. The job market in those days will be so familiar to you today. A job will stress you out, as you never can really be in control of your circumstances. Worries will greet you every morning, as you can never be sure you will still have a job at the end of the day, especially if you are a family person. That is a reality. But people seem to be very comfortable in their discomfort these days. But you see, there has always been an antidote. Our Creator knows human beings are not designed to function in such an environment of threats, intimidation, and worries. We are designed to serve other human beings with joy and our expertise. That is the blueprint from our Creator. Everything in the universe is created by God with its own law. When you understand the world of manufacturing, you will notice that a product that does not function as per design is said to be malfunctioning. Human beings are no different. I can go into details and detail how human beings malfunction in terms of mental stability and tranquility. Yes, these are not normal. These are the thing that was brought about by the design of the job market and some other crazy plans like retirement. When you are doing what you are not equipped to do by your Creator, you will malfunction and ultimately self-destruct, because that human being is no longer obeying the laws that were built into him or her. This is what is happening every day, even as you listen to this podcast. But the good Lord created us with a gift for a specific work that is the purpose for which you and I were created and put on earth. When you focus in the center of that purpose, using your gift to do this work, that is where you will find your success and your fulfillment in life. You will never again dread about Monday. Every human being is created with their own gift so that we can work interdependent and serve each other. For example, if you, let's say for an argument's sake, you are a medical doctor and I am in the food production industry, I don't have to worry when I have a need for medical attention. I will just come to you. When you need food to survive, you will come to me. The free market human interaction works ever so well that way. So all I have to do is to manage my gift so that I can perform at my very best, so I can give you the very best nutritious and safe food for you to eat and nourish your body and your soul. I never need to worry about any competition from you. That is the blueprint for mankind as designed by our Creator. But most evil human beings turn things around. They created what is called capitalism, which feeds on the poor. So, as a human being, your power to have control over your life is already in you, but 97% of the people don't know how to activate it. The principle that you need to activate that power right now is what I call management through your work. Management is top priority in the mind of our Creator. I call it the age of man being in charge. Not the devil in charge, man being in charge and making things better by improving it every day. This principle is from the Kingdom of Heaven book called the Bible. The principle is for mankind and nothing to do with religion. This is because the Kingdom of Heaven is not a religion. Please, even if you are a Christian, the church is not the Kingdom of Heaven. There is very little difference between Christianity and Islam, Buddhism, Shintoism. They are all the same. That's why the Kingdom of Heaven is not a religion. The Kingdom of Heaven is a country in the unseen, with its headquarters in the seen on earth and agent offices called the fivefold ministry. I've talked about the fivefold ministry in the past, because if you want to experience the Kingdom of Heaven on earth, that is the place to be in. Our Creator says we are created to manage, means work, the earth. You will find this principle at the very beginning of the Bible, and in Genesis chapter 2 verse 5 onwards. Let me just I'm reading from the New King James version of the Bible, and it says, before any plant of the field was in the earth, and before any herb of the field has grown. And it went on. And then God said, for the Lord God had not caused it to rain on the earth, and there was no man to till the ground. Okay, for those of you who may not be that familiar with the Bible, in Genesis 2 verses 5 to 6, God said He created everything needed on earth, but did not allow anything to grow on earth. He did not send the rain over the land, because there was no man then to manage it. Adam was then created. So God therefore created mankind to manage the ground. The word work in biblical Hebrew means to manage. That is why God's only send resources to good managers who can manage and grow them. Most people on earth will get resources, they will just destroy it. They will go and buy things that have nothing to do with their own improvement, improving their family. So this is the ultimate secret to thriving on earth, even in times of crisis or rough times. As I detail in my eNote, Dealing with Crisis. This eNote is a complementary tool to our coaching programs, and you can get info on it from our webpage at ntsl.com/discovery. That is ntsl.com/discovery. Remember, I told you earlier on in the podcast that God created you with your own gift for the work you do to serve other God's children. This gift is your purpose in life. It prevents you from competing with others, because all of our gifts are different. You just need to discover this gift, you develop it, you refine it, you package it, and solve problems for the world. Of course, solving problems for you and your family. You just have to manage your work and make it better for each season in your life. God Himself will give you the power, and He will give you the know-how to do just that, because the Creator promised us that He will give us the power to get wealth. The word power means skills, ability, revelations, and so on. So I will encourage you to start planning today, taking authority and transitioning to excellent management posture so that you can attract God's resources. You must come out of your financial slumber, laboring like an elephant with very little results, but lots of stress and worries. So when the rain is not coming on your life in the form of financial breakthrough, your health, your marriage, your relationship, how you raise your children, and so on, all Mother Nature is telling you is that I am holding back the rain until you learn to manage your life, manage all the resources He will entrust in your care. You see, if you don't manage your money, you will become poor. If you don't manage your marriage, you will lose it. Same goes for every other area of your life. So your wait is over from today. The reign of prosperity is here now, that you know the cause of your stress and your worries. So if you need any help in making this paradigm shift a success, please contact us today. The webpage again is ntsl.com/discovery. Please always remember this very important statement. This is that in the ever-changing world, always focus and depend on things that never change. These are the principles and the laws of God. There lies your joy, your success, your fulfillment, and your prosperity without the sorrows. We have online coaching sessions that will help you ramp up your efforts in building or rebuilding your finance and your family. So please check them out. That is all we have time for today. So I want to thank you for listening. Please let me know your number one takeaway from this show. This is David Eyiangho. Remember, NTSL Coaching is a safe place in an unsafe world. Have a great week. Talk to you next week. Stay safe and stay blessed.